Hey, what's going on, guys? Steven here once again with the video blog. Back at ya. So, I wanted to ask a question, and I wanted to see what your guys' thoughts are, and I'll go ahead and give you mine. So the question is, do you want the new consoles to come out now, or are you happy with another 5 years? Are you happy with another 5 years of the Xbox 360 and the PS3? Are you happy? Me personally, hell no. Because I remember back when the end of the PS2's life cycle, I was dying for the next consoles. I was so sick of the graphics, the limited graphics that the PS2 had. I mean, I was tired of it. You know, I love the PS2, don't get me wrong, but I was tired of the graphical fidelity that the system could produce. It couldn't go any further. It was it. All the games we were seeing were on the same level. You kind of see one go up a little bit more, but not enough. Not enough to be like, whoa, you know what I mean? So, I'm ready for the next generation of consoles now. Now. I don't want to... Everything out this year, and I'm not as super excited as 06, 07, 08, when I was like, oh my gosh, look at these games, man. Whoa. Now it's just a bunch of sequels, but these games don't look better than they did last year. It's like the jump in graphic quality that we're seeing is stuff like Mega Man 3 to Mega Man 4. It's not a big difference. It's a little bit, but not major. You know what I mean? I want to see like Mega Man 6 to Mega Man 7 bump. I want to see the jump. I want to see it. Also, Microsoft's not changing Xbox Live. They're not going to improve it anymore. Same with Sony. They're not going to improve PSN anymore because they know there's not much time left before they go to the next one, so they're not going to waste money. Nintendo, the same thing. There's a few games coming out, but that's it. The Wii is pretty much done. The Wii U's right around the corner. Even the Wii U isn't going to be that major step in graphical quality that the next consoles will be, or even the PC. Some could argue the PC's already there, which yes and no, because it can be, but the problem is a lot of these games aren't even optimized fully for the PC. They're console games ported over, and they look better. Most of these games aren't really full-blown PC games that just like, there's no Crysis right now, you know what I mean? Crysis was that game that's like, holy shit, but that game's not out there right now. I guess The Witcher 2 is probably the closest thing, but, and not just graphical wise. I mean, we need to see all these different features that are like just make common sense, and they need to be implemented into these new consoles day one. Day one. I don't want any redesigning of the store 2 months later. I don't want, oh, we forgot to add alphabetical order. Oh, we didn't know that you can't use, I don't know, there's always something. This generation was full of that in the beginning. Oh, let's tweak it around. We don't know what we... So I want all that fleshed out day one. I don't want Nintendo to come out and say, oh, the Nintendo Store or eShop will be available next month. No. Day one, roll that shit out. Have at least 10 different virtual console games, if not the entire backlog of the VC on the Wii, available day one, ready to go. You know what I mean? That's also what I want. I also want to see a shift in numbers. I want to see, is Sony going to be on top? Is Nintendo going to be on top? Or is Microsoft going to come back and stay on top? I want to see the shift. I want to see the climb. Because right now we're at the peak of the mountain, and there's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere else to go. So that's why everyone's playing it safe, and we're seeing sequels or we're seeing new IPs that aren't really doing anything super innovative. You know what I mean? I mean, from what I saw on The Last of Us, it essentially looks like a mix of Uncharted and you know, another game. It doesn't look like a brand, like, whoa, that's just totally unique, I've never seen before. I mean, that's, you know, That's how I see it right now. So, but there, I hear the argument of, well, you know what? I don't want to go and spend another X amount of dollars for a new console and new controllers and new subscriptions and a whole new library. But I understand that. But if they're gonna do what Nintendo's doing, we'll be all right in the beginning, because with the Wii U, you can play all your Wii discs, no problem. They said everything you bought on the Virtual Console store and the Wii Shop will transfer over to the Wii U. That's another plus. All your remotes and all your classic controller pros and even Wii boards and all that will work on the Wii U. That's a big plus. So you get a couple new games, and then in the meanwhile, you're going back and picking up the stragglers you left behind on the Wii. So I'm assuming Sony and Microsoft will do something to keep their shit backward compatible, because I can't imagine the major outcry if, not just because, oh, let's say they don't do PS3 backward compatibility. That's one thing. But if they say your entire PlayStation Network account is all your games that you've purchased on the PSN store stuck on the PS3, we're starting for... People will be so pissed. I mean, I know I'll be one of them, because it feels like an investment. You don't want to, like, totally abandon something that still has some kind of value. Same thing with the Xbox. I mean, imagine if they just say, sorry guys, Xbox 360, all the games and Xbox Live Arcade games, they're stuck on the Xbox. And they could very well do that. Like, you know what? Sorry. So I think that's going to be a big deal breaker. Sony's not looking too good on their backward compatibility, simply because they're having a hard time releasing PS2 titles. And they haven't really stepped up their game on PS1 titles. It's still, like, pretty meager when you're considering how many years it's been. And half the games are trash. So, but they're going with a whole new architecture, so it's going to be really hard. They're going to have to emulate, and it's going to probably be a nightmare. So on that side, I hear you guys, the ones that I know already who are saying, no, fuck this. But I personally feel like we just need this next leap, because I think as gamers, that's one of the exciting parts of being a gamer, is seeing how it's going to grow, you know, and comparing it back to the previous generation and saying, hey, whoa, shit, look at this, man. Not only is it just graphics, but the way you control things, the way that, you know, whatever, it's better. So, other than that, quickly, what games I'm looking forward to, since there are a few coming out. The only one I'm really looking forward to, like, really, like, excited, like, oh, man, I want to try that, is The Last Story for the Wii. I heard it's about 20 hours long, which is awesome, because it's hard for me to play RPGs that are 100 hours, like, oy, you know what I mean? Just the mental thought of that, it kind of like scares me off, like, oh, I don't even know if I want to start. I guess this cuts out all the fluff. There's like one major city, but it's super detailed, whole new type of action RPG battle system. Sakaguchi said that he wanted to make a battle system that pretty much became the new norm for RPGs, like how turn-based was for the longest time. I haven't watched too much on it because I don't want to spoil anything for myself. I want to be like as fresh as possible with this game. So I'm looking forward to that, actually. It's a pity that I've seen some dolphin images on the PC of Last Story. Ooh, it looks amazing, but my PC can do it. It's just my PC gets really hot because it's working the processor, and I only have a stock cooler on it. I don't have an aftermarket fan on the CPU, so I'm not gonna stress the hell out of my. I mean, the PS2 one already kind of does it, but not as bad. The Dolphin, though, it's like it just slams that shit. And you know, my Bluetooth adapter on my PC is all whacked out, so it's my controller won't connect, and it's too much hassle. I'll take the graphical hit. It's meant to be played on the Wii anyway. And Kingdom Hearts, I'm still working on Kingdom Hearts 3D. Just got through the Tron area. In the beginning, I was really not. I was not digging the game. Like, oh my god, here we go again. They won't stop, you know. But once I got past all that BS, I'm like, all right. What really got me was, one, it was an hour-long tutorial, and I was in Traverse Town. Like, I've been in this town 3 or 4, 5 times already. They need to stop putting me in this damn town. I've seen it already so many times. But like I said, luckily, once you get through that area, the game opens up more, and it's like, okay, all right, I see what's new here, what's interesting, stories being tied up. I like that. I just have a hard time, like, when I beat a world, I take a break, and it takes a while for me to get back in there and start digging at that world. But so far, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm glad I stuck with it because it's gotten way better. The Tron world was pretty sweet. Really good stuff. So yeah, there's that. Played some Mega Man X on the Virtual Console and X2. Beat those. Some of my favorite Mega Man games of all time. Love this thing, man. It's so comfortable. It really is. It's so light, but perfect grip. You know what I mean? It's big, large D-pad that doesn't feel wonky. You know, it's perfect, man. My only real complaint about this Pro controller is these two buttons are too far separated. They should be a little closer in. For some reason, they shrunk these two down and spread these out. Isn't a big deal, but that's my really only... Oh, and the octagonal gate here for the sticks. I never liked that. I never liked the octagonal gates. I just didn't. It takes away, like, the feel of the 360 movement. You feel like you're, like, digitally going into directions. I don't like it, but other than that, it's a fantastic controller. The triggers are great. Everything. It's awesome. Talk about Kingdom Hearts 3DS XL. I want one. Probably can't get one. I don't have $200 just to, like, spend right now. Because, see, if I spend the $200, I'll still be spending little amounts here and there. And that'll add up. It's not like I'll buy that and just restrict myself from buying little things. I won't be able to do it, so I just can't get that. You'll probably see me with one anyway, but so I'm trying to say, you know what, I really can't afford it. So, but yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. I just want to do a quick little video, opinions on the current console and what you think. Like, leave feedback. You know, let me know if you want the consoles to stay around, if you're tired of it, if you've lost interest or what. Let me know. Video response, whatever. Let me know. Catch you guys next time. Peace out.